What's going on, everybody? Author Stephen Walton here, the author of the Fandom Menace volumes, your Fandom Menace historian, and I have been upset with Disney Star Wars since The Last Jedi. I didn't really look too much into what was going on with The Force Awakens. I actually was a person who had faith that Disney would handle the Star Wars universe correctly, even though The Force Awakens was just a rehash of A New Hope. I thought that, and I've said this several times, they were just getting their feet wet. They were just getting the ball rolling, that better creativity was going to come out of Disney, better respect for the lore, the legacy, the characters, the fandom, and that all ended. That all ended when we see Jake Skywalker throw that lightsaber over his shoulder. Me and most of the fandom, I would say most of the fandom, the dedicated fandom, were very upset with that. Then we saw the course correction or the attempted course correction during the rise of Palpatine, which was a dumpster fire. There was little things in it that I liked. I like Babu Frick. that's about it. The gross mishandling of this franchise has been something that has been denied, only accepted in parts by a lot of different people. One of them has been Star Wars Theory. Now, I like Star Wars Theory. I had to walk away from this channel. I had to unsubscribe and walk away when this channel started kind of bordering on shilldom. And understand this: Star Wars Theory crowdfunded and put together a most excellent fan film, the Vader fan film. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It is really good. I know this cat is a Star Wars fan. I don't know him personally. I've never spoken with this channel. It seemed like after The Last Jedi, there was some waking up going on. And then what I can only suspect, I have no inside information at all on this. What I can only suspect is that Lucasfilm, Disney, gave him a nudge and said, hey, look, if you want to continue doing these fan films, if you want to continue having any kind of access or whatever he may get from being a very large, I think the largest Star Wars channel, rightfully so, he's a fan, and he's definitely a fan, then you need to back off the Fandom Menace, you need to back off the talking points, you need to come into the fold. Now, even though I don't think the Star Wars Theory completely bent the knee, I think he was crouching. I've seen him working with Collider, shill ass website, shill podcast, just shills, right? These are people who do not respect the fans. These are people that do not honor the legacy of George Lucas. They just regurgitate the narrative like the rest of the access media. And we have seen where that has taken many of these shills, right? Their respect is gone. Only the loyal, hardcore, pro-identity politics, Disney Lucasfilm fans, Kathleen Kennedy woke audience have remained, really. And people who still may, in their own opinion, garner some value from the opinions of shills, which is your right to do. Fandom Menace, you have the right to have your opinion. You have that right? I'm not here to I'm not here to gatekeep or tell anybody what they can and can't do. I'm just giving my opinion. The video I just saw, and I will give credit. Give me a second. I'll give credit. The video that I'm about to show you just a little bit of comes from Zero Omega ZX on Twitter. Please go give them a follow. I did, respectfully. He says, at Star Wars, at Ryan Johnson, at Disney Studios, so it was true all along. After bashing 30-plus year fans, it was true you screwed it all up yourself. Come clean and fix it like Doomcock leaked you wanted to, and put the sequel trilogy in its own timeline. Absolutely. A few people responded to this. I did. The Fandom Menace has always been right. Glad to see even those that bent the knee are waking up. This is it is what it is. So this is a short video on Star Wars Theory. Please go check that channel out. Whatever gripes I have with my man, whatever gripes I have with this channel, he is a Star Wars fan. I will not deny that. And is definitely a channel worth your subscription and checking him out. He's done some great videos in the past. I had to walk away. Sometimes you need to walk away. Although I'm a person who likes to hear different opinions, there's just certain things that I can't support. And bending the knee to Kathleen Kennedy's woke audience is something I cannot support. So I'm going to show you just a little bit. I don't want to steal my man's video. I'd like you to go watch it yourself, because the heartbreak that you feel in this video is something we've been feeling for years. We over here in the Fandom Menace adjacent, Star Wars fans who have been called racist and sexist and toxic and awful people, who have been openly attacked by creatives at Disney Lucasfilm, have been feeling this since The Last Jedi. Since we spoke up and said, this is not Luke Skywalker, this is not good Star Wars, and we were told we were man babies living in our mother's basement and all that garbage. How many channels have flourished from this fan rebellion? Which I will go over in the Fandom Menace 2, Rise of the Rebellion, which will cover the year 2018, and many of the voices who spoke out for us, the fandom, against the access mainstream media, against shills who openly attack us and regurgitate false narratives.
This is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit, man. You know what? It's finally it. I've cracked. That's it. If you're watching this on, someone commented that it's confirmed in a Daisy Ridley interview in reacting to my Vader fan film 1 year later, and then someone commented that it's confirmed in a Daisy Ridley interview that my mind's still blown.
The big shocker in this trailer, of course, the reappearance of Palpatine. What can you tell us about this? How long was this in the cards? Was this sort of in the blueprint from Episode 7?
This has been in the blueprint for a long time. Yeah.
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know?
I think this might
about
be it.
the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went. There were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one, and then it came to Episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, "Oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy," and I was like, "Awesome!" And then 2 weeks later, he was like, "Oh, we're not sure." So it kept changing.
What?
So then even I was filming, and I wasn't sure.
This confirmed to me that there was literally no direction the entire time. I'm so frustrated. I'm so unbelievably frustrated.
No plan. No plan. Confirmed. No plan. Now, people need to start picking up on the fact, I would hope, those that had formerly... Look, if you bent the knee, if you have accepted this garbage, and now you're finally starting to come around, I don't hate you. Understand that. I'm not hating you. I'm not judging you. All right? If you're a Star Wars fan who's finally starting to figure out that George Lucas was betrayed, if all the evidence that has been supplied to you, if all that noise, if you have just shut all that noise out, and now you're starting to wake up, there are 2 years worth of videos from various different channels. And a book. And a book, the Fandom Menace Volume 1 and the upcoming Fandom Menace Volume 2. That will explain all of this to you, why this happened. Identity politics. It's identity, same reason that the Oscars are now forcing people who want to be considered for Best Picture, forcing them to change their films to fit their far-left narrative. This is all about Oppression Olympics, identity politics. That's what this has been about. It's been about this the whole time, a token. Daisy Ridley, beautiful actress. I like Daisy Ridley, to be honest with you. I like the whole cast. The whole sequel trilogy cast, to be honest with you. As actors... Maybe not, in some areas, but I like them as actors. I like Adam. I like Daisy. I like John. I like Oscar. I like these guys. They were given crap scripts because they were tokens. John Boyega, a token. Daisy Ridley, token. That's all it's been. They weren't concerned with honoring the legacy and lore that came before them. George gave them scripts for 7, 8, and 9. They ignored them. We need to have, Kathleen Kennedy needs to have herself reflected on the screen. SJWs, they need to insert themselves into everything. And that's what she did. That's why that's why we got Rey. They didn't have a plan. Look, my man's heart breaks. I'm going to leave a link to his video, not that he needs it. The dude's got millions of subs, but to honor him, I'm going to leave a link, and I want you guys to go watch this. And understand that the Star Wars fandom, our hearts have been broken. A lot of us have left. They're just done. They've checked out. And it's not only because Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, that whole repurposing group of woke hires that Kathleen Kennedy assembled to inject their ideology into this franchise, to use it as a platform to espouse propaganda. It's not just that. It's not just that they stole the hearts, destroyed destroyed the childhoods, the childhood memories, the ability for people like myself with children to pass on our love of this franchise down to our children. You, Disney Lucasfilm, did this to yourself. And the thing is that the people in the corporate house, the people at the corporate tables up at Disney, they don't care. They only care about numbers. They didn't start recognizing the problem until the numbers started dropping. And the people that are running Disney Lucasfilm right now, they don't care. To them, it's mission success. We injected our politics into this franchise where it didn't belong. We placed division, bigotry, and hate into a franchise that was meant to inspire imagination and hope. Their mission complete. The only people who suffer are the fans. Like Star Wars Theory, who held on to hope that Disney Lucasfilm knew what they were doing. Come on into the fold, brother. Come on in. Every one of you. Every one of you out there that's angry and hurt. There's plenty of channels. There's plenty of voices speaking out. Check out, if you really are new to the subject, please go to a blog site called Disney Star Wars is Dumb, run by my friend Ichibaka. There is enough evidence out there, enough quotes, I'll put them all together for you in these books, to show you the narrative, to show you what has been happening behind the scenes at Disney Lucasfilm. And now finally, the actors are coming out and making statements that confirm everything we've been saying. Fandom used to be about arguing over who the best character was, what the best book was, what the best ship was, what the best storyline was, and why. That's what fandom used to be. That's what it used to be. And that was healthy. That was healthy discourse. That was love for a franchise. Fandom now has become politicized by people like Kathleen Kennedy and Alex Kurtzman. That's what fandom's become. It's a terrible, divisive, toxic place. And it's not because of the fans who are trying to honor what came before them, trying to honor the lores they grew up with. It's because of the people who have now appropriated these things and are using them as a platform to espouse division and their far-left rhetoric. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your Fandom Menace historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your masks, be good to each other. Peace.
The main thing is to protect these characters. Make sure that they still continue to live in the way that you created them. And that the universe of Star Wars continues to grow.
By 2018, far-left extremists in Hollywood had been perverting long-established, profitable science fiction properties as platforms to espouse divisive social propaganda. The vision of these creatives was to repurpose established franchises in the hopes of indoctrinating viewers into the bigoted groupthink of the American far-left ideology. Insanely wealthy producers and adult pretenders set to shame any fan who would not capitulate to their false narratives of virtue, using long-established weight in the legacy media to drive online hate mobs to attack any who dared speak against the woke narrative. Yet there were those who would not kneel before this oligarchy of money, media, and extremism. Those who had known the truth. Fandom is for everyone. The Fandom Menace Volume 2 covers the events of the year 2018 as a group of independent creators rose up together, inspiring the Star Wars fandom to speak out against the flagrant misuse of a property that was not meant to inspire division, but hope. Volume 2 will cover the voices who spoke out against cancel culture, such as the Gospel According to Mark with a C.
Thank God for Star Wars fans. If only Rian Johnson had said the same thing.
Mecha Random 42.
Star Trek, to me, is a hopeful, optimistic view of the future.
With chapters written by Stephanie Janisic, Smuggler's Cantina.
They're not answering any questions that the real fans want to know.
Jesse Milestone of Mindless Entertainment.
And I'm gonna warn you right now, this here thing you're about to watch is probably gonna involve a lot of yelling and a decent amount of swearing.
And the Overlord himself, Dictor Van Doomcock.
Greetings, my friends. Our pop culture is under assault by corporations who would rather destroy our cultural heritage than build respectfully upon it.
This is an historical documentation of a group of people in the late 2000 teens who would not bow to the very worst in humanity, seeking to separate us along political lines while using our beloved modern mythologies to do so. They did not kneel. Will you? The Fandom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion.